Holy volume Batman.
Holy volume Batman. Beautiful.
I love that. All right, well, that in that case, we are live with the final round of the Mystery Game Tourney. It has been a wild ride for all these runners, but we're down to our last three. We have El Nacho 97, we have Enin, Infamous, and Eagle. And this is our first game of two. This is going to be Bubble Bobble Part 2. And their goal is to beat stage 20. And the estimated goal for this one's going to be 30 minutes.
So for those of you who aren't overly familiar with this game, this is a nice little fun platformer. If you saw the first round of the mystery tournament, it's a little similar to Balloon Fight, except you're not on a balloon. I don't know if I'm describing that well.
Okay, and race starts in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go.
Alrighty, and looks like one of them is off. Two of them are off. Three of them are off. There we go. We're good.
And shoutouts to the cursor. The cursor is back.
Yes, the cursor has made its glorious return. It's beautiful. So, the goal in each of these levels is to destroy the monsters and collect the kind of food that they leave behind as quickly as you can to finish the stage. There are a variety of moves that you have. You saw Eagle there jumping off of their own bubble in order to get more height. That's one of the strats that you can use to get higher. You can also hold down your shoot button and levitate up and down through the air. The difficult thing about this game is that you have one hit and you're dead, and it's very unforgiving for that. So it definitely looks like a very easy platformer game, but it is deceptively challenging, especially in some of the later levels, that's for sure.
Yeah, a lot of the level layouts get very difficult as they come later in the game here, so this is going to be a good little test for the runners to adapt to playstyles very quickly. And learn those mechanics of the bubbles as well, because they do play a good role here to capturing these enemies.
Yeah, and this guy over here in the middle in Eagle's screen, it kind of looks like the top of a hypodermic needle with the top of his head.
Or like a little soldier, but yeah, those guys are creepy.
Those guys are jerks, too.
Yes.
They will throw their little needle hat thing up at you and kill you very easily. And a death from Eagle there, that's unfortunate. A death from Anon as well. Yeah, Anon's actually down to 1 life here. I don't actually remember if it's one of those games where it lets you down to 0 lives or down to 1 life and then game's over. But you do have 5 continues, and the continues drop you at the level that you died on just at the start of it. So,
which is very generous considering most of the games in this tourney as well. So,
unfortunately, though, if you do end up using all of your continues, you have to start from round 1.
Exactly.
Which
that's the downside.
Is going to be extremely punishing if that happens to any of the runners. So Eagle there with a huge combo, getting all those enemies all at once. A strat that you can employ in this that I kind of found was useful is sometimes you can just take out an enemy really quickly and then kind of ignore them, because the fruit that they drop will disappear after a certain amount of time. It seems to be about 10 seconds that it disappears after. And then while that's disappearing, you can go after other enemies at the same time. This level here is the first example of an enemy that actually shoots projectiles at you, I believe. Sorry, other than the cap soldier guy from earlier. This fire guy is a bit of a jerk, and he's in a really bad spot. He also takes multiple hits to take out, so runners are going to have to watch out for that. Ooh, looks like Eagle got a game over on that level. The fire guy definitely is very difficult to get around. There's really no safe spot other than just jumping around his fire.
Exactly. It's got to be very, very careful with the movement.
And you really have to time that well, too. As you can see, like, you have very little reaction time from standing in the middle. So it looks like Enen's going to have a bit of an opportunity to catch up here, as both of these players seem to be stuck on round... I can't read very well. Is that round 6?
Round 6, yes.
Yeah, it's
correct.
round 6. Eagle taking another game over. This is a very interestingly shaped level, too, because you can't actually go through these blocks any way other than by jumping. And they're kind of like one-way blocks, too, which makes it really difficult to navigate. It kind of looks like you can get in kind of on the left side between, like, the finger and, like, the shoe or whatever that shape is supposed to be. But you can't actually get in there. The only way to get up, I believe, is to fall in from the right side, from the top right.
And luckily, it looks like Nacho was able to dispatch that fire boss. But yes, the movement is exactly... It's a little tricky to get in that spot, but once you're in there, you can just go and just pelt him to death with bubbles. So, GG to
Also,
Nacho.
Yeah, looks like I wasn't really paying attention, and Enen managed to pull quite a bit of a ways ahead of the other runners right here. If I'm not crazy, which I might be crazy. Looking at 3 screens at once is hard, folks.
Especially with your eyes. So, unfortunately, I pushed your eyes a little bit too hard.
Oh, no, it's all good.
Alright, so, yeah, and it is round 10 with the second boss.
Yeah, so this guy takes an absurd number of hits. He'll kind of jump when you jump. So, when you go up a platform, it goes up a platform. It's this, like, giant, like, egg timer clockwork man thing. I don't know what the hell this thing is. But...
Right, but here's the thing that Enen just figured out. You can only hit him in the white area of his face, not the blue part. So he has to get him in that right section for the hitbox to make those hits happen.
It also seems to take, like, 50 hits in the... Ooh, taking an unfortunate death and a game over there as well. And Eagle was finally able to get to round 7 there, so it looks like they're making some progress.
Indeed.
As well.
Now, like before, we do keep track of how far they do get, so I do have my handy-dandy notebook here just to make sure we keep track of that.
Exactly. Looks like Nacho's made it to round 10 as well. Hopefully he figures out the mechanic quite quickly. Yeah, looks like he has. So that's good. Unfortunately, sitting here on very low number of lives for this boss, though. And the main manipulation you can do on this boss is while they're falling, like if you can get right next to the boss and just spam bubbles, it actually like lags the boss's falling animation, which sounds like a really weird thing. But you can get in a ton of hits. Looks like Enen's managed to clear out that boss.
All right, and Nacho's done the same, so moving right along to round 11.
No problem there.
No
Enen's
problem.
taking a game over. Those hypodermic needle soldiers, very, very difficult to get around. I also love how they changed the background color for the next few rounds. I really do enjoy that.
Oh yeah, the palette swaps in this game are incredible, especially for the thing that this is an NES game back in the day.
Yeah. But round 11 is really where it starts to ramp up the difficulty. It looks like Nacho has very much figured out the main mechanic behind this level, which are the green bubbles. If you grab them, you kind of just fly along and take out anything in your path until you fly off screen.
Sorry, I was just laughing at chat for obvious reasons.
Busker, this is a children's stream.
we can meme later. Come on now.
Meme block is after this.
Yes.
It's important educationally.
Yes, it is.
Or something.
All right, and then is moving on to round 12.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, there definitely are some very interestingly shaped levels in this, though.
And it's actually really great once you play through the first Bubble Bobble to this one, you can tell how much of an improvement there was to gameplay. So it's amazing.
Ooh, Enen taking the full game over.
Oh,
has to start at the beginning of the game. So Enen was able to make it up to round 12. Looks like Nacho's on round 13. and Eagle's on round 11 right now. So,
But we are definitely keeping track of that.
mm-hmm.
Now, do keep in mind that this is an elimination round, so for anyone that's going to be third place, they will have to be eliminated, sadly.
Yes, the last place player can get wrecked, basically. Now, these lightning bolt bubbles, I was never able to figure out what those did. Do you know what they do?
They actually do damage, and spoiler alert, they will definitely come in handy during the final boss fight.
Yeah, I got to the final boss. I wasn't able to beat the final boss because I'm terrible at video games, but you know.
But basically what you're supposed to be able to do is actually shoot the bubbles, and they will actually attack your enemies.
Mm-hmm.
So they're like an attack booster.
Yeah, this is actually a pretty short game, by the way. If the runners are able to finish this in a reasonable, like on the first attempt, it should take them less than 15 minutes. Now, looks like Nacho's kind of experiencing the same thing that I got when I played this, where you get in this room and you're just kind of trapped here. Like, I didn't understand how to get out. I eventually had to let my timer run out, because there is a level timer. It does last about a minute. And then it'll kill you and then bring you back down to the bottom. But unfortunately, these things are angry, and if you don't take them out when they're in the bubbles, they do basically get upgraded a level of monster. Yes, that is true, CMM. I would agree with that.
All right, and Eagles made it to round 12?
Yep, that is round 12. That is correct, good sir. That bird thing scares the crap out of me in round 12.
Yeah. But luckily, Eagle was able to dispatch him very quickly, so going on to round 13.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, having very little difficulty with that level.
And Nacho's taking a death here, but luckily he'll learn to stay on the bottom.
That seems to be a good death.
That's a good strat. Yeah,
it'll allow
it was
him
needed.
to finish the level. Yeah,
all right.
Which, as I said before, that was exactly what I had to do when I played through this.
Exactly.
Yeah, it was difficult. But moving on to, I believe this is round 16 now.
Yes.
Or 15? I lost.
Okay, Eagle's on 13.
Mm-hmm.
And Enen's moving right along. He's back to round 7.
Already back to round 7. So yeah, as I said, this once you get this figured out, this is a very short game.
Absolutely.
Somebody could very potentially finish this from the very start to beating the final boss in under 10 minutes. I could definitely see that happening.
All right, so Nacho's got to have to use those platforms to the left and the right to dispatch his enemy here, but unfortunately the middle is not your best path to take.
Mm-hmm.
But he has the right idea.
Yep, and looks like Eagle's kind of in the same situation
too. Yeah.
here. Yeah, stuck again. I have no, how are you supposed to get out of here? Also, it looks like nobody's managed to figure out...
Oh, yeah, you can actually screen wrap. If you do enough bubbles, you can pop yourself back up from the bottom.
That's kind of garbage, though. I don't know. That's just bad level design.
Yeah, exactly. Alright, so Nacho gamed over, but we're back on the round 15 for him.
Mm-hmm.
And meanwhile, Enen is trying to take on this fire boss, which would be the second version of him. Just not wanting to go away.
This rockin' soundtrack, though, I love this movie.
It's amazing.
This one dude in the middle is such a troll. I don't know how you're supposed to get him. I floated up from below to grab him, but it was it's so frustrating. It's so awkward to get in there without dying. Oh wow, that was actually really nice. Got in, jumped in, and popped him immediately. It was beautiful. It was a work of art. I'm
actually trying to remember how many levels there are in this game. I want to say there's at least 60 or 80 levels, but they're really short.
I'm kind of curious what the world record is, actually. I should look that up. Googling stuff in the middle of commentary.
Alright, meanwhile, Enin is back on that Robo-Boss. So moving right along, and Nacho is moving on to round 17. Oh, an eagle taking an unfortunate death there.
It looks like world record for this is 33:26, by the way, for the entire game.
That's insane.
Kind of curious how many rounds there are. Also, that is a terrifyingly looking final boss.
Oh, yeah.
Looks like there's 70 rounds. Or yeah, sorry, I think it's 80.
So I was pretty much right.
Yeah.
Now, what's funny is we go from Bubble Bobble to Bust-A-Move. See if you guys heard of that game before, or Puzzle Bubble. That's where these guys come from.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
So-
Bust-A-Move's a really fun game.
So yeah, if you guys were wondering, it's like, these guys look familiar. That's exactly why. They're from Bust-A-Move / Puzzle or Puzzle Bubble.
Man, these dude-aronis, man. Taking them all out in that little hut that they're stuck in. It's like Nacho not really opting to go for... Okay, never mind.
Yeah, this is
I was
the
thinking
last stage here, so boss time.
Nacho is on the final boss of the game, which is a very difficult fight. So the main mechanic here is that you're shooting these lightning bubbles, but this dude is like running along really fast. And he placed a cursor on the screen, which is kind of annoying. But, you know.
Yeah, but
you also like walk faster in this too, so...
Exactly. But what Nacho has to do, what he has to do is he shoots those bubbles out, but what he has to do is actually take a little bit of damage to push them back to the boss.
Mm-hmm. So it makes this very problematic. So you can only get 1 or 2 hits in every time the boss runs at you.
So at least the good news is that you don't actually take damage when you do that, but when the boss hits you, that's different. But Nacho adapted really quick to the mechanics of this boss.
Doing quite well on this boss fight here. Just kind of running away. There you go. He took a hit. Beautiful. Do you know how many hits this boss takes? Is it like a lot?
I wanted to say it was around 20 to 30 hits.
Oh, God, that's ridiculous.
But it can be done.
Like,
it can be done.
Looks like the strat is basically going to be trail him until the end, until the bottom, and then jump up a few levels.
Exactly, because you actually can do those bubbles in quick succession, like 4 or 5 at a time, and just jump up. So it's just like a dunk and like move your butt a little bit, like spam the attack. But only unfortunately here, Nacho is opting to not give him enough time to do that. Oh, and taking an unfortunate game over there, but we still have 2 continues here.
Yeah, that's good. So Nacho is still in pretty good shape for this.
Indeed.
Honestly. And the fact that he's figured out the boss mechanic quickly, I mean, like, I wasn't able to figure out what to do because I came in here with no continues and no lives left. Looks like Enin's making his way back pretty quickly here, too. I mean, he's past where he was originally. Back on stage, I think this is 14, and he's figured out how to get out of there.
So yeah, that's another move you can do. You actually can puff yourself up and move yourself with that screen wrap again. So he's on round 15.
Yeah, he's catching up pretty quickly here, so Nacho better move his butt, or if he wants to win.
Indeed.
Ooh, taking an unfortunate death there.
Now, our cutoff is 30 minutes for this round, so anything's possible in that amount of time. It can easily be done.
Yeah, I definitely wouldn't be surprised if all 3 runners did finish this. Eagle might be cutting it a bit close at this point, but should still be okay to finish this by the end.
Exactly.
Man, this guy takes so much damage. die already.
I wasn't kidding. I mean, as long as you get that mechanic down where you just shoot a bunch of bubbles and just pop them, which, there you go, GG. So Nacho is out first with an 1850.
Awesome. Congratulations, Nacho. You are moving on to the final round of the victory tournament. That is a bit of a mouthful, but you get what I mean.
It's all good.
Yeah, so looks like this is going to be a bit of a war for second place. Enin sitting here figuring out that you can't actually...
God!
Oh,
that God pixel right there.
That was beautiful. That had to be pixel perfect. There's
no
way. I tried doing that when I was playing, and I wasn't able to. It was hard. This game is hard, guys. Enin taking a game over there, unfortunately, though. Might have been for the best.
This is true, but we did get to 16, so that definitely doing some progress here. Sorry about that.
Yeah.
Like talking, Yeah,
that tornado mechanic is nice when it wants to cooperate, but unfortunately in this game, in this stage, it really doesn't want to go on the correct side. And in using that floating move to his advantage quite a bit, though.
Absolutely.
And it looks like Eagle's back at the level 10 boss, so they're both making pretty good progress right here. And beat the level 10 boss, maybe in a second here. Okay, there we go.
So GG to Eagle.
I was a little worried there for a sec, but it's all good. Ooh. That death on round 17.
That was a bit tricky because that enemy came out of nowhere.
Yeah, he's flying around, doing his thing. There we go. Took him out. And on to round 18.
So definitely pretty ahead here of Eagle.
Yeah.
As far as round count's concerned.
You know, I'm just going to go out and say it. You know what round 11 looks like? An upside-down Erlenmeyer flask. There, I said it.
Hey, there you go.
Yeah.
I would totally agree, 100%.
I'm sorry I had to, go that far.
It's all good.
And looks like Eagle is trapped, and he makes his way out there. So that's good. The green slime keeps getting him down, though. It's a little unfortunate. And then moving on to
19, so one away from the
round
boss.
19. There's one person that sent me like 5 DMs today saying like, "Hey, how's it going?" And I haven't responded to a single one of them.
Hope they're okay. It wasn't important.
Yeah, no, they're just bored, I think.
All right, with that end, let's move on to that boss fight.
Hopefully he's able to figure out this mechanic pretty quickly.
I hope so, too.
I think he has 2 continues left, if memory serves. He's looking here. He shot the boss. It did absolutely nothing.
So I had to figure out the mechanic to this boss.
The boss is just gonna land on his head.
Yeah, I was unfortunate. I mean, I was just like, no. All right, so he hasn't figured out you have to pop those bubbles to get those bolts to come back at the boss.
Hey, how's it going?
How's it going? How's everybody enjoying the marathon?
Sergeant Salt and Pepper just cheered with 2 and has cheered a total of 26.
And I love how I actually have a smart idea. It's like, hey, event list. Let's go ahead and put the bits up on stream. So now you guys have a donation total and a bit total.
You do seem to run a lot faster in this game, in this stage that Enin's on. Like, especially if you're scrolling the screen, it seems to just move way faster. Taking another unfortunate death there. Just not quick enough to get out of the way.
Geez.
Ooh, and the game over. Dang.
Talk about a boss train. Choo-choo to Pain Town.
Yeah, if Enin keeps this up, he may not have to worry about getting to work on. He may have just figured it out there, because he did do 1 damage to the boss. Ooh, taking another death. That boss is a jerk, man. What is this skull thing?
No idea.
What is happening right now?
But at least the good news is that Enin is definitely further than Eagle at this point, so he would be moving on if Eagle does not make any more progress. Which I don't want to jinx Eagle.
Like, is that a skull in a scuba suit? That's what
I would have to say yes, but I'm not sure what that is. Shout outs to the meme block coming up later on tonight. I have some fun things planned for that.
Yeah, it should be a very fun time, I will say.
Especially with that hot Barbie action.
Oh yeah. The Barbie supermodel run is sure to be the meme of the century. That giant what is that? What? Ah!
Oh my God. Wow. Nacho knows how to have fun. GG.
That's beautiful.
Oh, come on,
Ooh,
Enen.
Enen's taking a lot of deaths here. I don't think he's figured out what to do to get
Now he did.
boss.
He did figure out something neat though. If you puff up, you actually shoot up 3 of those bubbles at the same time. So that will help if you can actually get those together.
Yeah, but unfortunately, it looks like the boss is like gonna land on it here very quickly.
Okay, here we go. He figured it out.
Oh no, he's got it. Yeah, he's got it. As long as he doesn't get hit too many times here, he should be okay.
He's just gotta hold that together, please. Yeah.
But Eagle's like right on his coattails here, man. Like,
yeah.
it's gonna be close. If Eagle can get this and figure it out really quickly, that's good. Also, he seems to have glitched out on fire, so that was a thing.
Oh, and is too far ahead though. He's gotta be careful.
He
got him. Okay, 25-25.
All right, good job, Enen. GG. Giant pineapple. Beautiful. We know, Enen. We know you had no idea what to do. It's okay.
It's all good, man. So GG
But
to
you know
Enen.
what? You gamed over and still
It came back.
finished.
Exactly.
Yeah,
That's insane.
You still finished in like 5 minutes under. So you're doing pretty well there. Speaking of which, it looks like we have about 4 minutes left in this. So if Eagle doesn't end up finishing, we are going to have to do the cutoff at the 30-minute mark.
Exactly.
Mind you, Eagle is on the boss now, so hopefully they will be able to.
So still some time there to see what he can do with that boss.
What you guys can't see, you can see the skull thing. You can only see... Okay, now you can see two. But what you can't see is Eagle has this beautiful waifu just kind of hanging out in the corner right next to the game. It's awesome.
Shouts to his waifu.
That's my favorite thing. What is this mini game that Enen is playing? Like, is this supposed to be like volleyball?
Yeah, in a way, yeah. Like keep away / volleyball. It's really neat.
He's really bad at it.
He might not have played this game before. I hope not. That's kind of the whole point.
I mean, fair. There you go. It seems like he's getting the hang of it. What? That should have counted. That's garbage. That was not out.
Wow, I just sound like a total jerk just now. I apologize. I was like, damn, that just... Oh, sorry. Sorry, Jar.
It's cold. Cold, man. Yeah. You owe the marathon $1.
Yes, I actually paid that earlier, so hey.
How am I not the one that was the first to swear? What is with all these skull things?
Those guys! That right there.
What are those? Somebody's probably shouting it in the chat, and I just haven't looked.
Oh, the eagle just paused? What's going on? The eagle just give?
Skullomania. It looks like Eagle has figured out the mechanic, more than likely. Mind you, I said the same thing about Enen, and then he clearly hadn't, so... Also, Enen seems to have stopped streaming. You might want to pause his stream, because it looks like he's going to pop up the next game.
Oh, I haven't loaded the next game yet.
Oh, have you not?
Can't.
Okay.
Nope.
Okay, good.
Yep, I took precautions this time around.
Yes.
But we are going to take a quick intermission once we do get time here with Eagle. Just to swap.
So everyone should have time to, take a quick bathroom break. What is happening?
Shout out to the meme block coming up.
No. No.
Nacho's having fun, we might as well.
I can't handle this.
Oh my god, yes.
Can we get some more memes going on for Eagle here as they wrap up? Who is that? Why do I know who that dude is? And why do I also not know who that dude is?
Oh, I would do one real quick, but I can't get to it quick enough. So you guys posted the John Cena like meme this today. I'm like, ooh, I found a green screen version of it. So I was gonna play there in the meme block. So spoilers.
Yeah, so it looks like it's gonna be about a 30-second warning here for Eagle. If he doesn't manage to wrap this up really quickly, then it's gonna be games overseas. Oh no!
Oh no! Mafia.
Oh, no.
Tiger Mafia.
Can we get a massive number of ones in the chat for Eagle in this last 10 seconds-ish that Eagle has? There we go.
Speaking of Eagle.
One. Come on, Eagle. You got this. 1 second. Oh, it doesn't look like Eagle was able to finish it up. Do we let him anyways because he's on the final boss?
Yeah. If he can do it.
Yeah. I'd be okay with that. It's your marathon, though.
I'll say probably like a minute from now, though. Just to be safe.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Yeah, cut off at a minute because, you know, people got places to be.
Yes. You gotta do the adult thing.
Especially one of these runners who may or may not be late for work. But it does look like Eagles pretty much got this in the bag very quickly. There we go.
All right, GG.
Eagle.
That was a 30-35.
That is a giant Sunday.
All right, so all three runners finished. GG.
Mm-hmm. So unfortunately, though, it does look like Eagle was eliminated from the mystery tournament.
Indeed, but hey, third place is not bad at all. So big props to Eagle.
That is a wonderful gift, by the way.
Yes.
or sorry, I'm not pronouncing it right. It's Jifey.
I say GIF. I say GIF. I'm in that camp. Fight me.
Excuse me, it's pronounced GIF. Yeah, and unfortunately, you were the last Eagle, but you did fantastically. Everybody did very well. Can we get a round of applause for all three runners?
Great job, guys.
I like clapping.
Hey, I have to too.
And congratulations, Nacho, on the victory.
Yes.
Nacho and eninfamousvy will be moving on to the final round of the mystery tournament, which the game for that is...
Can't say yet, because I need to drop it in. But we will do it. Hopefully you know the line, because if you've been seeing these layouts, you know what it is. I hope you know. If you know your 80s, you know what it is.
80s?
The 80s, yes.
90?
Well, 80s/90s, you know.
Yeah, okay, 80s. I thought it was released in 90s.
It was actually a something preview something.
Wow, you were born in 2008? Man, I wasn't born until 2042.
I don't even know if I should bother with the game doc for this game, because people might know this one.
I love how Eagle just went immediately into running Yu-Gi-Oh! Forbidden Memories.
It's like, you know what?
Didn't even stop streaming. Doesn't even care.
We're
That's
done.
beautiful.
Let's do this.
That's hilarious. And there's a different waifu on screen. My build date was
his waifus is awesome.
Please tell me that's 1914.
1914?
Yo, yeah, shoutouts to ya boy Eagle. Love that dude. Shoutouts. Does not care at all. Forbidden Memories trumps everything. I actually have mad respect for people who run that, because it's like all that routing on the fly, like, it's crazy. Wait, hold on. Does that... 0 of 519 attempts completed, and PB is 69 hours and 42 minutes.
Holy monkey.
That is beautiful. I'm like, what am I hearing? Oh yeah, I had Eagle's stream unmuted.
Yeah, I had to do that too. I was like, All right, we are nearly done here. I just got to do a quick thing real quick for the scene. Scene. It will be good.
I will definitely say that Forbidden Memories is greater than the inevitable heat death of the universe.
Totally agreed.
So that is a thing. So that does fit into Enen's logic. Posted in chat.
Now, why are you even bothering with that?
And while we're in intermission, may I just say, donate. There are several donation incentives that you could put any extra couple bucks you have toward. All of the money goes towards St. Jude's, which is a very, very good charity that helps out the children. And yeah, it's a research hospital. They are awesome. So yeah, if you do have an extra couple bucks, make sure to toss it that way. I know, Enen, right?
I lost track
Right?
of my my scenes here.
It's such a good closer. I should also admit, I couldn't do this game. Like, I tried. I gave myself 40 minutes. Which is, like, a lot of time.
All right, I'm gonna see. We're trying to get a third commentator here because his knowledge of the game is key. But if we don't get him, that's okay because I know the game pretty much.
Pretty much.
Pretty much. I mean, once you see the game, you'll know. Oh, we need someone to do audio real quick. Yes, because not. Sorry, I forgot to put the goal in there for the runners, but I think they know what it is now.
Yeah, that would be pretty funny if it was just like 3, 2, 1, go, and they're just like, what do we do?
What the?
That would be beautiful. This is exactly the feedback that I gave you before. Exactly what Enen is saying right now.
And honestly, if they can't, we'll do what we have been doing. We'll keep track of progress, but
okay, Enen, I'm gonna whisper you a link. Watch this YouTube video.
Go ahead and give it to both of them, just so they know
okay.
where the locations are. I'm actually kind of shocked. They literally don't know anything about the game. Kind of shocked. Kind of shocked.
The whisper window for why? Literally why?
Post in Discord.
Nah, it's just Twitch. Yes.
E.
There.
So we are allowing the runners to do one quick video real quick, but I think it might be time just to go ahead and show what the game is at least. But I do need game audio before we do that. So come on, Nacho, gimme. Okay, audio's up for Nacho. If you don't know what the game is by now, I'm sorry in advance.
I'm giving both of them tips. And Enen is complaining that that I'm giving one of them tips.
I guess
this is so funny.
totally unexpected. All right, are we ready for the big reveal here?
Yeah, we should do the big reveal because Enen's got to go pretty quick.
All right. Oh, let's do my best expression here. Super Mario Brothers 3!
That was beautiful.
Thank you.
Yeah, so the goal for this one is going to be beat the game. It's basically any % no wrong warp. So they're going to be using the warp whistle to get as far into the game as they can. We've given both of them a video that says where the warp whistles are. Hopefully they know from that how to get them.
Oh, Nacho's messing around again. All right, make sure to get into the starting positions here. All right, race start. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go.
Beautiful. I literally can't beat this game before we're... But you have 20 minutes. It's okay.
Yes, so plenty of time. So yes, this is a classic Super Mario Bros. 3 from the NES. And if you guys may not have noticed the lovely decor we have given this layout, this is from the movie The Wizard for 1990. This was actually a promotion by Nintendo themselves to promote Super Mario Bros. 3. So we saw cool things like the Power Glove. We saw the Pro Advantage controller, which I still have mine. It is not dead yet, thank God. But very awesome game. This is like the pinnacle of gaming from all time. And yes, get in here, CMM. You are allowed.
You are more than welcome, sir.
And why haven't you?
Yeah, so I love how this goal is something that, you know, basically every person who's ever played a video game knows how to do. And we found the 2 people on the planet that have never done it.
I am literally shocked,
like,
by that.
That's good.
It's good. Also, this is CMM1215 also on commentary. Yeah.
And I'm gonna go ahead and pop his name here in chat, or not in chat, but in stream. But please bear with me here if I do that and mess things up.
Ooh, Nacho taking that death on 1-2.
Yeah, I just saw that.
So the first of the 2 warp whistles that the runners are required to pick up is going to be in 1-3 here. Hopefully they know where it is from the video.
Yes.
So what they have to do is they have to kick this Koopa off of the block, hold down for about 5 seconds, and they should fall through into the background. And this will bring them to a secret house where they're going to be able to pick up a warp whistle. You need 2 warp whistles to get to World 8. And then after that, it's basically just a straight shot to the end of the game. You just play through World 8, and then there you go. This is very difficult to do in 20 minutes if you don't run this game, by the way.
Yes.
I gave myself 40, and I managed to get to 8-1, and that was as far as I could get.
Again,
8-1 is...
I mean,
Sorry, go ahead.
I mean, to be fair, I thought a lot of people played this game casually. I mean, again, I had no idea. These guys had no clue about this game.
Mm-hmm.
But
you know, you picked the right game. You picked the right ender. It's a good ender.
The
5-up
game.
Those will probably matter.
Indeed.
The swag. That's beautiful. Okay, so Nacho's coming up on 3-1 here, hopefully remembering where the warp whistle is.
And as Enen here gets to the next warp whistle, which is in the fortress here, hopefully he can grab that, because sometimes I miss it, but he actually... He needs to be able to fly to grab this one, so let's see if he gets... I can't even remember if the item box here gives him a tail or not.
Yes.
It
Might
does,
give him-
yes.
Okay, cool.
Give you the link to the res. Actually, like, watch it.
No, I'm close enough. Hopefully. Lit.
But yeah. So it looks like Enen's got his first warp whistle. Nacho having to go back for the whistle. Almost forgot. And then Enen's in World 8. So
Yes, he
World
So
8
boom, right?
Start.
Just like that.
starts off with 2 really long auto-scrollers. So there's this first one, which is kind of like a ground mission with these tanks. It's pretty difficult. Like, all of these are actually quite difficult. If you don't know where all of these cannons are and kind of like how the timings work out for most of them. So you have 2 different types of cannons, and you have kind of flame jar things that are on a timer. And you also have these enemies called rocky wrenches that are going to throw these wrenches at you that fly across the screen really slowly. Just having all of these combined makes it pretty difficult. There is kind of a harder version of this level later. Nacho taking an unfortunate death in the fortress there. Should still be able to get the warp whistle.
Most of World 8 is auto-scrollers, so naturally if you die, there are no checkpoints, so
Exactly.
that'll be a large chunk of time wasted.
Yeah. Which is exactly how I ended up losing a ton of time when I played this.
Yeah, absolutely. It's a very easy way to lose time.
The third of what I believe is 4 auto-scroller levels in this world is particularly difficult, and arguably the hardest level in the game.
You know, Enen seems pretty decent at this for someone who says he's not, doesn't know nothing about No Mario 3.
Nacho having to take another death there,
Oh.
losing the raccoon suit.
Yeah. Now, if Enen were to say take an unfortunate death as well, the race is pretty much
It's pretty
back.
close to tied if that
It's
happens.
back. Yeah. So there's going to be a
Taking
high
a hit on this
pressure.
boomerang, bro. Can't seem to hit him. There you go. He got him.
But we are still keeping track of progress, so that's a plus in their book.
Yeah, so game overs will bring you to the start of the world, and it will save some of the level progress you've made. Some, not all. Nacho has to press up. There we go. He figured it out.
Yeah, so in terms of game overs, if you game over in World 8, the auto-scrollers, as you can see on the map, are not traditional action panels like the rest of the game. They are actual vehicles. And once you defeat those, they disappear from the map. So if you were to game over in World 8, you would not have to do the
Don't
auto-scrollers
pick
over
World 4.
again.
No! Oh,
Oh, he's gonna be
That is-
stuck there. He's gonna have to reset.
He's going to have to reset.
yeah.
That's,
Unless he
That-
knows where the warp is for World 7.
There's
Maybe
a
he's
whistle in World 7?
No, there's actually a warp that you can do that will end the game at World 7.
I thought it was no wrong warp, though.
Yeah, so if he does this, he's disqualified.
so he should probably reset.
Yeah. Set. Yeah.
So either way, yeah, reset's gonna be better. He can definitely keep up, get the time going.
Although I
Yeah.
would be very impressed if he did the wrong warp here.
Yeah, because it is so precise.
It is
Yeah, it is
very
incredibly precise. It is in this level, actually, that
Yeah.
it happened.
Unless we're giving more love to the cursor here.
It looks
Yeah.
like the cursor has wreaked havoc.
Just a huge cursor. Like, just as revenge, he's gonna keep the cursor on the screen for the rest of this run.
That if there was anything, if you would just take away from the Mr. Game tournament, it
my
was the
God.
cursor meme.
Anon! Oh
It's-
no!
Come
He
on,
died.
man.
Dying
Okay.
at the very end.
Yeah,
of
so
that.
Boom Boom is a repeated boss in this game. For somebody who's lived under a rock, you probably wouldn't know about Boom Boom. But he's the easiest, kind of most stereotypical example of a boss fight in a Nintendo game. He's jump on the head 3 times, he's dead.
Yes.
And Boom Boom, like, honestly, for me, like, find him that easy. So
It very much depends. Boom Boom, if you learn his timing, you can pretty much land on his head the instant he recovers, so you basically stun lock him.
and in going under the level here. This doesn't look like the gameplay of someone who doesn't really know what he's doing, if you know what I'm saying.
Yeah. Something's weird about this, man.
It's a little fishy.
Yeah.
Is it the cursor that's bothering you, Piner? I really
I
hope-
was wondering about that myself. Like, wait, I was like, what?
Any Caleb subs? Can we get some Caleb J8 in the chat?
Yeah, unfortunately for that little trick that Enden was doing, you can't go too far because you will get string crunched on the bottom. So it works up to a point.
Mm-hmm. You just have to kind of know that point.
Fun quirk about these stages as well is if you're unfortunate enough to kill an enemy at the very top of the screen, you will likely die just because of how the game handles some of those collisions. The very weird oddity. So it's usually something that you will see in an auto-scroller, so we'll see if anyone's unfortunate enough to get that.
You know what I'll see that I'm seeing? We'll say that I'm seeing is some good Forbidden Memories gameplay in the bomb
Indeed.
here.
Yeah.
So
Shouts to My Valentine.
Yeah, we have this restream channel up, and that's what's going on in eegle's stream from the first round. Still got it up. Yeah, time.
Piner, is that shots fired at my graphical abilities?
No, I think it's shots fired at the cursor on stream.
Oh, I was about to say. It's like, dude, I put a lot of time in these layouts. Respect my authority.
Genetic Live has just cheered with 1 and has cheered a total of 21.
21 what?
Bits.
Oof.
Exactly.
That death was a very precise death. I'm actually pretty impressed by that death.
Yeah, that was like a work of art.
Fell in the 1 block hole. That's how it's gonna go.
And Enon taking out the second auto-scroller level. He's coming up to what I like to affectionately refer to as the hands up here, which is a very famous thing in Super Mario Bros. 3 speedrunning.
So the hands, there are 3 of them, and there's a chance that one will grab you every time you walk by. So
it's a 50% chance. They only appear on tiles 1, 3, and 5. And the third one, like the one on the middle tile, is definitely like if you're gonna get grabbed by one, get grabbed by that one. There is a mushroom in one of these blocks too, by the way. Unfortunately, Enon looks like he's missed it. It is on the bottom row.
This is
and taking a death on that giant fat hammer, bro. Shadow was so fat his shadow weighs 42 pounds, man.
It's true. Now, unfortunately, if you do die on the hands, you will be sent back before the hands, which means you have another chance of potentially triggering all 3 hands.
Very unfortunate. Frantically copy-pasting things in chat.
It's all
Nacho
good.
knows what to do.
And this auto-scroller is a rough one. Not much ground to stand on, a little bit faster than normal, and definitely plenty of ways to die like that.
Yeah, like exactly what just happened.
Rocky Wrench is rough because he throws his wrenches and they travel pretty slowly and they stay on the screen for a long time. And they're also very small, but they tend to fill the screen, as you can see with this auto-scroller.
Fair enough, Piner. Do not go into World Foot. There we go. Nacho is... He figured it out. We did it, Reddit.
And now we're back.
And it's anyone's game now. I don't know why I just spammed so much PogChamp in the chat. That's kind of obnoxious.
I do have to apologize about that little space issue. My monitors don't have the best resolution between both of them, and they're the same freaking brand. So, yeah, that's the thing.
Beautiful. Beautiful young boy.
Should be fixed now.
Anyways, so yeah, this fast airship, your momentum is basically your biggest downfall. So the auto-scrolling in this is faster than any other level, and as a result, your momentum's a little bit weird in this level. This jump right here in particular that Enon just did is very difficult. Also, having all these wrenches on screen and trying to dodge them at the same time. Oh, looks like he's in the clear here. So long as he can beat, I think it's a Fire Bro inside, but I don't remember. No, it's Boom Boom.
It is Boom Boom Boom.
The Revenge of Boom
I want
Boom.
you in my
This
room.
is a flying Boom Boom as well, so he can fly up in the air and be a bit of a jerk.
Now he's dead.
Yeah. See you later, Boom Boom.
Bye, Boom Boom.
Nice knowing you.
All right. Next section here.
Sliding down that area. This is as far as I got in 40 minutes, so he's doing way better than I did.
So now we're on the first actual action panel, the first normal stage.
Mm-hmm. Now, keep in mind, as we mentioned earlier, if Enin games over, which is likely to happen because this level's hard, he will have to redo the hands levels, but he won't have to redo any of the auto-scroller levels because the vehicle's disappeared. Looks like Enin has to leave. So that's unfortunate.
That's unfortunate.
So
But
if
we
Nacho...
will, so we can keep progress here. So if he can get past World 8-1, 8-2, then Nacho will win. But we do keep track of progress either way.
And, as mentioned before, if he does clear the stage and then game's over, he's going to have to clear the stage again.
Exactly.
Yes.
Because the action stages will reset upon game over.
Which makes this, hard for
Yes.
someone who doesn't know what they're doing, which, clearly Enin was wrong about, but...
Yes.
Ooh, the jukes on that fireball, man, right in between them. What a god.
Either
The
Enin
juke!
has,
Oh my god!
either
My
Enin
butt!
has, like,
Oh!
he's got some really good reflexes, or he's lying.
How is he alive right now? Holy crap! Oh my god, man! Man, I could have chopped a brick in half with my butt. I mean,
That's
what?
bullet bill hell right there. Yeah.
He's
So
going
Enin
also-
opting to go for another try.
Yeah. He's also going to have to cross the hands again.
Yeah,
Yup.
so each of these does have a 50% chance of dragging him in, and unfortunately got hit by the first one. Sucks.
That's right. Hammer Bro Central here.
Hammer!
A little scary civilization of Hammer Bros.
Hey, look, a mushroom.
But
He
look,
was
we got
one
that-
tile off of that last, which is like really unlucky.
Yeah, the level that Nacho's on is a rough one, especially
In
with the
terms-
bombs.
In
Indeed.
terms of projectiles, I would argue it is the hardest one. And in getting back to 8-1 here.
Yes, here we go. 4 more lives and Big Mario. Not a bad start.
Yeah, not too
Big
shabby.
Mario. Just,
Yes, Big Mario.
I'm just going to repeat that loudly. Big
Big
Mario.
Mario.
No further questions.
Anyone who is familiar with Mario knows the general rule of bullet bill cannons and piranha plant pipes. If you are in contact with the piranha plant pipe, the piranha plant will not come out, so you can use that to your advantage. Same with the bill cannons. If you are touching them, they will not shoot bills out, so you can use that to kind of manipulate and slow down some of the stuff coming at you.
When I was in university, the president of the university's husband's name was Bill Cannon. Just
Really?
random fun fact of the day.
Wow.
And in
So he-
beaten level 8-1, if he can actually hit the goal, there we go.
So Bill Cannon is shooting his face a lot at Enin and Nacho. Good.
On to 8-2 here. This black and white motif it makes it seem nice and bleak. I really like it.
Yeah. And it's strange because the All-Stars version of this turns it into a lush forest, which never made any sense to me whatsoever.
Yeah,
Exactly.
I don't really get that.
I don't
Ooh,
get it.
Pushing
That-
against
that-
those music note blocks.
That's a
Take
rough
it,
one.
yeah.
World 8's rough in general.
Runners have, what, about 2 minutes left? Ish?
Yes.
What
there's-
is he doing?
There's actually a skip in 8-2. Oh, he figured it out.
He's certainly
This one's actually
not
infamous.
familiar.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he's never played this game before, that's for sure.
I bet all those times of watching a certain genetic play this game for Super Mario Bros. 3 is kicking in. It's like, I remember this stuff now.
Genetics rubbing off on you, Enin.
Not surprised. Genetic is a cool dude. He's a cool dude. Shouts to Genetic. An awesome Sonic speedrunner in his own right.
Yes.
That scared me.
Beautiful beard as well.
Yes.
That blind jump that he just happened to land on the note block.
There's only like 1 or 2 points in this game where you actually have to do a blind jump, and I don't think you have to there.
No.
It's like really horrifying, man. I don't like it.
I'm gonna send the 1 minute warning here. Sorry, go ahead.
This fortress here is actually rough for me because it is a bit of a maze, and I don't do well with mazes. So we'll
I find
see
it amazing how far Enin has gotten in this for somebody who's played it before. Also, you know, feel free to ban me for that pun.
Yeah.
Ooh! Oh my god! What a dick move! I will put $1 in the swear jar for that, even though that is not a swear.
Bring it on.
Yeah, this maze is a bit weird. I honestly don't remember the solution to it at the moment, but I remember being like struggling with it and then seeing it and being really mad at myself.
Yeah, this one is kind of tricky. Yeah, it's not as bad as you think once you figure it out. You just have to cuss at yourself for it.
Yeah, pretty much.
That conveyor belt like right into the lava though. That's dirty game design. Like it's not bad game design. It's just mean.
Bowser's being a jerk at this point. Like he's kind of done with you. He literally sent an army after
9.
It's basically saying that like you can't stop at any point.
4.
Yeah.
3.
3, 2, 1.
Time.
Ooh.
Can we get the gif of John Cena tearing through the green screen in here?
Oh, if I can do it fast enough. Let me see if I can do it.
Yeah, so looks like runners are done. Enin seems to be approaching the end of this maze here.
It's true.
Don't forget about EDF.
Through the green screen.
Yes.
Never forget EDF.
Oh, if I can do it
The guy
fast
who
enough.
has to go to
Let me see if I
work
can do
in
it.
like 20 minutes.
So
Is
looks
the
like
guy who
runners
won't
are done.
stop playing. But
I mean, he's tastes victory, man.
yeah, it's scrumptious.
It is. It tastes pretty good.
Yeah, it looks like he lost. There you go. Yeah, bro.
And
Never forget.
I think GGs are in order.
Indeed. Indeed.
GG Enin, congratulations on your victory in the mystery tournament. You win absolutely nothing.
But my respect.
And the mystery tournament.
But he already had that, so.
Actually, I don't even know. Was there a prize?
Are you sure about that?
I told you I would do it.
Why do you have this?
That's just what's to come in the meme block.
Oh my god.
But GG to all the runners, GG to everyone involved. The games committee, you guys were awesome making this come together. I mean, wow, it's just it's just the coolest thing ever to even put this on for Distant Star Cares. So we will definitely be doing this again next year.
For sure.
All right. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to take my collective pause here to get take a breather here because we're actually on time again. Yay!
Hey.
We made up time. I was kind of worried about that. We brought it back. We're good. We're on time. So we're going to start off with an awesome game called Jazz Punk. That's going to be coming up, and then that will start our meme block. So unfortunately, the timing of that was kind of bad because I don't want people to think it is a meme per se, but it's actually very clever once we actually see the game. But I definitely wanted to go ahead and thank our awesome commentators here, Lilat and CMM. Thank you very much, guys. We'll see you later on tonight.
Thanks for having me.
Thanks for having me.
Thanks for having me.
Thanks for having me.
And we'll be back in just a few minutes.
Thanks for having me.